guys, it's Amber. Welcome to my channel and to a TBR for the month of May video. So I have my little TBR bookshelf here filled with books that I'm going to be reading soon. And I thought it would be fun to do a little TBR type of pick the titles because I have so many. So let's jump into it. First of all, let's see, I'm gonna see how many books I'm going to shoot for reading for the month of May. Last month it was 7, and I am proud to say that I did finish all 7. I'm super proud of myself, pat on the back. But let's see how many I get, and then we will draw the titles from my little cute bucket that I have and go from there. So let me get to the app so I can spin for you guys. Okay, let's see, where is the app? There it is. Okay, so how many books to read? And I will put it up on the screen so you can see. So ready, set, go. I got 8. Oh my gosh, one more than last time. That's crazy. Okay, well, I did 7 and I did it with about a week to spare. So I'm hopeful that I can get 8 books done for May. Plus we have one extra day in May compared to April. So let's see. Okay, so we're gonna pick 8 titles from my bucket without looking. Okay. All right, the first one is A Curious Beginning. And this is the first of a series. I don't know a lot about it, but it's this book right here, A Curious Beginning. I think it's like takes place in Victorian England, and it's Victoria Speedwell is the name of the main character. Yeah, Victorian England. And they solve mysteries, that type of thing. I've heard they're super fun books. I don't know if there's magic per se in them, whether it's like an alternative version to Victorian England as we know it, as if it's steampunk or if there's magic or whatever. But I do know they're like murder mystery books. So I've heard really good things and I'm excited to start that. So A Curious Beginning is book number 1. All right, let's see what our next one will be. All right, A Magic Steeped in Poison. So I'm excited to read this one because I was actually eyeing it. There it is. I was actually eyeing it on Book Outlet because they have it on bookoutlet.com right now for a great price. But I try to not buy books before I read them and know that I'm gonna love them type of thing. I usually check them out at the library, and then if I fall in love with the book, then I'll purchase it. So I held off on getting it, even if it was a great price, because, you know, I don't have room. I don't have room on my regular bookshelves for another book right now. So if I love it, I will purchase it. So I'm excited to try this one. So this one is a fantasy book, and it has to do with some sort of like poison type of magic. And I don't know if it takes place completely. Yeah, I think it's like complete fantasy. So it doesn't take place in the real, like a real place or anything like that. But it's like politics and fantasy and poison, all sorts of different things. So I'm excited to read that one for sure. Okay, so 2 down and 6 more to go. Okay, next one. Oh, good. I'm excited about this one. Defend the Dawn, which is the second book in the, oops, wrong one, in the Defy the Night series, which I read the first one like 6 months, maybe it's been a year now that I read the first one, and I really, really enjoyed the first one. And then I forgot all about it because I had other books that I was reading. So I never got around to reading the second book. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I haven't read the next books. It's a trilogy. I haven't read the second book in the series. So I picked it up. So Defend the Dawn by Bridget Kemmerer. So this is about, I can't even remember that much. A girl named Tessa who is a part of like the rebellion against this kingdom where there's like a plague or something. A lot of people are getting sick and dying, and there's this flower that they found makes them either get well or helps prolong their life so that they can hopefully heal from the illness that's going around. So this is the second book in that series. I did, like I said, really enjoyed the first one. So I'm excited to see what happens in the second book. Hopefully I can remember, because like it was almost a year ago, I think, that I read it. Okay, 5 more to go. Oh, good. The Night Circus. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I've heard great things about this. I put this on my TBR years ago now. I don't even know what year did this come out. Yeah, 2011 is when this came out. And I know it's been on my TBR since then. I'm just now getting to it, but I just finished. I will have my April wrap-up video going up. I don't know if it'll go up before or after this, but I'll share now with you too. I read the Carver series, all 3 books, and that had the same vibe I've heard as kind of the Night Circus. So I was like, oh yeah, I got to read the Night Circus because I've been meaning to for years, obviously. So the Night Circus, awesome. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 more. Let's see. We got, awesome, The Prison Healer. The Prison Healer, I've heard really good things about. Let me find the book. The Prison Healer, and this is by Lynette Nani. And this is a fantasy book about a girl named Kiva Meriden. Let's see. And she helps people in prison, obviously. So it's magic and criminals and yeah, a plague that's happening. So now that I'm talking about it, it kind of sounds the same as Defend the Dawn a little bit, or the other one that I just talked about. But I've heard really good things about this, so excited to read that one. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 more. All right, let's see. Okay, The Shadows Between Us. All right, where is that? There it is. Okay, The Shadows Between Us. Sorry, it's a little bright for this one. And this is by Trisha Levenseller. Now, I know I recently put this on my TBR, so I don't even remember what this one's about at all. So let's see. Alessandra is tired of being overlooked, but she has a plan to gain power. Number 1, woo the Shadow King. Number 2, marry him. Number 3, kill him and take his kingdom for herself. Ooh, okay. I like that. All right. So I'm thinking, well, number 1, that it's a fantasy book, and number 2, that it's going to be an enemies to lovers type of trope, and I do really enjoy that trope. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so 2 more. Yep, 2 more. Okay. All right. So far I've gotten like all fantasy, right? Pretty much. Oh, except for one like maybe not fantasy. Like I said, it's like a Victorian murder mystery but there might be fantasy in it. But fantasy is my favorite, so okay. The Last Blood Carver. Another fantasy. Where is that one? Okay, here it is. All right. Oh, and this looks brand new. Ooh, yep, it is shiny. The Last Blood Carver. And this one I really don't know much about either. I just recently added it. Let's see. Nika is a blood carver, a cold-hearted, ruthless being who can alter human biology with just a touch. Ooh. In the harsh industrial city of Thamos, she is seen not as a healer, as she was meant to be, but a monster that kills for pleasure. And in the city's criminal underbelly, the rarest of monsters are traded for gold. Ooh, that sounds really good. I can see why I put it on my list. That sounds really good. So that is The Last Blood Carver. And like I said, this seems like it's a new book. I'm gonna check and see what the date on this is. Yeah, 2024. So this is a newer release for sure. Came out this year. Okay, and last one, 2, 4, 6. Yep, last one. All right. Let's see if I can get something that isn't fantasy. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, this is fantasy too, but that's okay. The Stolen Heir. So this is a continuation of the Cruel Prince trilogy. And this is by Holly Black, even though I can't see her. It drives me nuts when they put the library barcodes on the front of the book, because I love the covers and I hate when the cover is marred in any way on the front. So it drives me nuts. I wish they would just put them all in the back. Anyway, enough ranting about that. So this is by Holly Black. It is a continuation of The Cruel Prince series. I can't remember the official name of the series, but The Cruel Prince is the first book in that trilogy. And this is a continuation about the sibling of one of the main characters in the first book. I just don't want to spoil anything from those books. So it's been a minute since I finished the Cruel Prince trilogy. I did enjoy them. They were a fun, like, political type of fae fantasy with a smidge of romance. Really entertaining. And so I'm excited to be back in that world. I had completely had a brain fart that Holly Black even continued the series with some of the characters when they're a little older. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I know there's this book and a second book out. I don't know if she's making it a trilogy as well, or if it's just a duology. I'm not sure, but I know 2 books have come out, but who knows if they're completed. So, all right, so there we go. So let me show you all the books. Let me remind you guys. So first one is, and I'm not necessarily gonna read them in the order that I drew them. We'll see what I'm feeling like. So A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. Then we have A Magic Steeped in Poison, and this is by Judy I. Lin. Then we have Defend the Dawn by Bridget Kemmerer. Then we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgan Stern. Then The Prison Healer, and this is by Lynette Noni. The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. Then The Last Blood Carver, and this one was by Vanessa Lee. And last one, The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. So that's it. So stay tuned. We'll see how it goes for the month of May, whether I'm able to get through them all or not, but that's it. Thank you guys for spending some time with me. What books are you guys planning on reading for the month of May? Do you do a TBR list at all? Yeah, let me know. Or is it more of a like whatever you're in the mood for is what you grab? I just feel like it does help when you have a lot of books in your TBR to do something like this. It's just fun anyway. Fun to do, and it helps you to decide which ones that you're going to read when you have a bunch that you want to read. So thank you guys for spending some time with me. I appreciate you all. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.